How is the centre, we'll get to the state in a moment, but how is the centre responding to farmer suicides? Well, the Minister of State and Agriculture, Harish Rawat, has said that there has been a steady decline in suicides by farmers on account of agrarian reasons in Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh and elsewhere because of several initiatives by the government. In a written reply to the Rajya Sabha, he said a total of 123 farmers took their lives due to agrarian causes in 2011 till July end in Maharashtra, as against 454 in 2010.
I don't want to dispute anything which is which relates to the farmer suicide. Now see, it is ultimately a suicide. The reasons are known. Now the activists have been talking about that, different NGOs have been talking about that. Finally, the bottom line is the farmer has committed suicide. I don't want to distinguish it between what were the reasons of that. What I was trying to put in was the segregation which has to be done.
All right, the segregation that he's talking about, what is a suicide case not linked to poverty and the drought situation in Vidharba, and what is? That's the segregation that you just heard the minister there from Maharashtra talking about. We'll get to that in a moment. The big discussion this evening, farmer suicides and poverty. Is this just a statistical game, for politicians? Is this just a statistical game? Majid Memon, the National Secretary and Working Committee member of the NCP, joins us. Sanjay Jha, the co-founder of HamaraCongress.com, with us as well. Nikhil Dey, co-convener NCPRI, and Chengal Reddy, the Secretary General of the Consortium of Indian Farmers Association. Thank you all very much for joining us. Mr. Memon, if I can come to you first. Today you are in our studios as a member of the ruling government in Maharashtra. Sir, I wanted to ask you, just in December last year, the state government admitted that a standing crop of 90 lakh hectares was damaged because of the poor monsoon. They then went and announced a 2,000 crore relief package, and an 8,000 rupee relief was announced per affected family. And yet, till date, this year alone, 330 farmers have committed suicide in Vidharba. What's happening? I think that's the question, sir. What's happening?
Now, Vishnu, it is indeed very distressing that any Indian citizen, whether he's a farmer or a laborer or an unemployed person, when he commits suicide, it's very, very distressing, not only for those who are in ruling party or the government alone, but for every other citizen, every other Indian. We must condemn this. We must take with all serious and anxious considerations what should be done to prevent a single suicide. Now you are talking about farmers.
Yes.
Now let me make it very clear that people rush to blame the government or blame the agriculture minister. Well, it is because of wrong policies, or it is because of inaction or indifference on the part of the government that these farmers are committing suicide. Vishnu, if you will look at each and every case, you will find that in several cases, unfortunately, the farmers have lost their life, or rather they have resorted to this extreme step.
Yes.
Only probably because there are other reasons, like for example, if a farmer is addicted to liquor, or if a farmer does not believe in family planning and the number of children whom he can't feed with the means that are available to him, then abject poverty, then the absolute helplessness, because you must, yes.
Sir, what you say, it's an argument which has been raised by others in the past as well, sir, and for a lot of people in the area who represent farmer interests, it's shocking that anybody could use that argument, because, sir, 330 farmers committing suicide in a state where they don't have money to buy poison to kill themselves. That's what our story was saying today. Sir, surely it's a little bit more than... It's a little bit more than independent cases. Sir, I'll come back to you, Mr. Memon. Would you like to reply? Would you like to reply to that, Mr. Chengal Reddy?
Just 1 minute.
Mr. Memon, I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you next, Mr. Memon. I promise. But Mr. Chengal Reddy, go ahead.
Okay.
See, if you see the farmers' suicide and poverty, it's a total collapse of political institutions, be it state, especially central government of India, state government and different political parties, because most of these people do not understand why this is happening. Look at Maratha. The same Marathas who conquered the country for 200 years and ruled, They are very studi fellows. Today they are committing suicide. Why? Because there was a change of the food habits, which government in a stupid manner went about with this wheat rice schemes. And look at Maharashtra, supposed to be a fabulously rich state when it comes to central Maharashtra, claiming all the credit of sugar, but not when you go to Vidharba, when there is a terrible poverty and farmers suicide. The point is like this. There are 4 or 5 core issues related to farm sector which are responsible for the farmer suicide.
Yes.
Firstly, if you see Maharashtra, it is nothing but crop failure and insurance.
Yes.
If any farmer has to be given protection, what you call a risk mitigation, in last 30, 40, 50 years, none of these chaps, either in state, central or any political party, they couldn't come out with a very practical, simple risk mitigation.
Yeah.
When you farmer, as a farmer, dryland farmer,
yes,
your investment is 10,000-15,000 rupees on a cotton or chilies, and if it fails,
yes,
you are not able to develop a system where it is to be compensated.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news in your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.